I see a lot of you using social media to mask your mental illnesses and to self-medicate. If it wasn't for social media, a lot of you will be locked the fuck up in a mental asylum somewhere on a psych ward or on a crazy floor somewhere, because a lot of you use social media as an outlet, like I said, to self-medicate, to promote your mental illnesses. So whether it be your depression, your confusion, or whatever other mental disorders, it could be your self-hate, it can be your cultural confusion, your gender confusion, just all-out confusion or attention-seeking behavior. But trying to mask the mental illness through social media, taking on an avatar, pretending to be something that you're not, promoting yourself to be something that you're not, giving these false descriptions of yourself, creating these make-believe characters, and actually logging on to social media to carry out that fantasy, to promote that illusion or to promote that delusion, because a lot of people are promoting their delusional disorders on social media. They're delusional. And so they use that as a tool to promote all of their delusions, all of their fantasies about who they want to be, who they believe they are, and whatever else that they're pretending to be. But it's not genuine, because if it was, they wouldn't have to run to social media outlets to try and express that all the time. But you can see what's authentic and what's not just by a person's actions, by the way they conduct themselves, by their subject matter. A lot of these individuals, they're practicing cliche consciousness. They talk about trendy, so-called conscious topics, or just trending topics, period. Whatever's in season, whatever's trending, that's what they're talking about. It's nothing original, no original thought. They're not talking about things that aren't popular, or that won't get views, or won't get attention, or won't get likes, because that's what it's all for. They're doing it for likes. They're doing it for the attention. You have some people that they get highly upset because someone doesn't like what they post, because someone isn't viewing what they're posting. So what? But they claim to be truth speakers. Okay, so if you're speaking the truth and what you're saying is true, you really think the truth is going to go viral? The truth doesn't go viral. Lies do. Not the truth. The truth isn't something that is popular. The truth is very unpopular. It's not common. It's not something that everyone's practicing or living out or carrying out. That's the lie. That's what's common. That's what's popular. That's what's trending. That's what people are carrying out and enforcing and reinforcing. But the thing is this: you can't run from the problem. You can't run from yourself. The problem is yourself. You need to deal with yourself. Whatever mental disorders you're experiencing, you need to deal with that. You need to get your mind right, because you being off mentally is causing you to be off physically. The mind controls the body. If your mental faculties are gone, if your mental faculties aren't up to par, then neither is the body. The body will lack. The body will fall behind as well. So besides the using the social media outlets to mask the mental illness, or on top of that, using these methods to try and self-medicate, this is causing another disease. It's called digital addiction. So this is a whole other state of disease. It's like going from one box only to put yourself inside of another box. You're moving from one disease to another disease, but you're still in a state of dis-ease. You're mentally uneasy. You're physically uneasy. You want to do something about it, but a lot of you don't really have the willpower to properly relieve yourself or to cure these different diseases or these disorders that you're experiencing. But to ignorantly use methods to self-medicate or to try and mask or cover the disease or the mental illness, that's not getting it. It's only making it more intense. See, because on top of the digital addiction, now the digital addiction is going to lead you into constantly consuming, constantly using, constantly having access or being compelled to toxic technology. That's where your attention is going to go to. Technology that's toxic, that's killing you. It's radioactive. Highly toxic, low frequency waves, extra low frequency waves that are disturbing or altering your mood, your actions, changing your personality, affecting your emotions, how you respond to things, how you perceive things. But then on top of that, it's causing physical ailments. All of this toxic technology, this is causing cancer. People walk around with their cell phones in their back pockets, but then you got this colon cancer thing that's increasing. All of these different things, it creates like a snowball effect or a domino effect. And then it's just one that leads to the other. You have one disease that's knocking on the door of another disease. Then once that door opens, that disease knocks on another door. And then a disease opens that door. And the cycle keeps going. It has to stop. But you have to deal with yourself. You have to work with yourself. There are more healthier, more constructive ways to medicate or to cure yourself of these diseases and these disorders. But the main factor is learning yourself, dealing with yourself, facing your so-called demons, your monsters, facing your fears, overcoming your fears. Because that's what's leading to your depression, your anxiety, and all of these other mental disorders. Is you not knowing yourself, is you not knowing how to deal with yourself, you not knowing how to handle yourself. So in the process you get lost and you lose yourself and you're trying to find yourself, but you're looking for yourself in all of the wrong places. You're looking for yourself outside of yourself. That's not where you're going to find you. That's not where you're going to find the true you. Turning to social media outlets is not the cure for mental disease or mental disorder. But a lot of people think that it'll do something to make them feel better, but it doesn't. Like I said, it creates a digital addiction. So then now you have people emotionally attached to the responses that they get from other people about the things that they're discussing on these social media platforms. Living your life for other people, that's a sickness within itself, because now you're putting other people before yourself. You're living and basing your life off of other people's expectations. That's not genuinely going to help you. That's not doing anything for you. That's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you dumb, deaf, and blind. It's keeping you in a constant state of disease. But the only way that's going to change is if you decide to change that yourself. If you choose more healthier methods, like dealing with yourself. Stop trying to talk so much to other people and telling other people what they need to do or about what's going on with them. Because if you don't know what you need to do or what's going on with you, then what are you doing? You're misinforming them. You're misleading them. They're following you. down the dead end. But it makes you feel good about yourself because you have someone following you in your insanity. But you're doing a disservice to yourself and them as well. You're not honoring yourself by doing that. Part of the problem is individuals not knowing how to take care of themselves, or not knowing how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to nurture themselves properly. They don't know how to nurture their mind, their body properly. I mean, you have to look at the things that you're putting in your body. You have to look at the things that you're entertaining. Because all of these things, these are energies, and these energies are affecting you one way or the other. These energies are pulling you, or they're pushing you, either in a higher direction or a lower direction. These things are either going to push you to a level of higher vibration or a level of lower vibration, or it will keep you stagnant and you don't move at all. But you have to be aware of the problem in order to deal with the problem. You have to be honest with yourself and admit that there is a problem. Because denial is only going to worsen the problem. It's only going to prolong the issue. And the issue is yourself. You have to learn how to deal with yourself. Once you learn how to do that, everything else will fall into place. But you have to learn how to think for yourself. You have to learn how to be yourself. Stop following the lead of other people. Stop looking at other people to tell you how to be you. Only you know how to do that. But in order to do that, you have to find you. And then you have to be you.